What's up, everyone? It's the breakdown where we talk about breaks, new upcoming product, gossip about some of the other breakers, maybe. This is our first show, and we're excited to have Mike Gio, the legend, sports card nonsense legend, joining us today to talk about some Topps Chrome. What's going on, Mike?
I'm just here to badmouth people. I stopped listening after that. I will talk no product, nothing but me, you, and Dan just ripping apart this new breed of scumbags, spineless, pervert breakers.
I love it. We should do a top 5 worst breakers in the hobby. That should be a segment, right?
Whoa.
Top five breakers, top 10 on Chris Hansen's list.
Top 10.
Yep.
Top 10. Expanded to 20, maybe.
What happened to Chris Hansen? Is he still around? He get in trouble?
He's still around.
Okay.
I think
this isn't the open I thought. I apologize. I'm sorry.
I think he's on Whatnot now, actually. I don't know. He might be doing Labubu's. Who knows? But we'll have to check in on Chris Hansen. So
we can't get into Labubu's. We can't do that to Mike.
No. I'm ready.
That would be I think it's like 4 podcasts in a row I've been on where I'm talking about Labubu's, and I still don't really know what they are.
Yeah, I honestly can't. I've seen the thing. I don't know if it's a toy, a game. I don't know what it is. So I'm happy and ignorant.
Girl dad, so I'm forced to learn.
That's fair. Okay. See, I'm Trash Truck is my thing, and Miss Rachel. Those are my two. Those are the world
you
I
and
live
Dan
in.
can exchange notes on Miss Rachel. I'm hearing a lot of
Miss Rachel is 2 months ago. Now it's Blippy. I'm just getting
way worse. That pervert is creepy.
Yeah. Well, dude, and there's 3 of them.
Yep.
There's 3 different Blippies.
One of them has a little bit of a history. We did a little Google search one day. Yeah. Actually, stuff we can't even talk about on this show is pretty funny. But yeah, Dan, I'm not kidding. It was pretty cool. I was glad. That's how I justified getting rid of him in my house.
Jeez. Well, Mike, it looks like you guys are going to have an awesome trade night. You're going to be hosting at the National Friday, August 1st. It looks like more tables, athletes, giveaways, and, of course, Mike and Jesse in the building. So if you're in Chicago, you guys got to check that out and be at that trade night. It's going to be awesome.
It's like 60,000 square feet. I mean, those guys at the National, everything is just massive there, and then they make it bigger. So we're going to do a thing. We're going to have a couple people just dressed up as refs and just do like the stupid gimmick of, hey, come up and make a trade in front of one of our referees on the PA system. Let us vote who won the trade. You'll get some free wax, free shirt, free sweaty hug from Jesse, something like that. So, because we're not doing content. Nobody wants content there. They just want to trade cards and sit on the floor. I don't want to interrupt that vibe. But we will have a ton of giveaways and stuff to do.
That's awesome. Looking forward to that. We'll definitely be in attendance. And you're going to be a judge at our karaoke contest.
One of the tallest.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Chris Keller is going to be next to you guys, too. You might be pretty close. So.
Keller? Oh, God. What a reckoning. Me and Chris Keller are 2 of the most reckless people. Never mind. I apologize.
It's literally an all-star lineup of judges for our karaoke contest Thursday.
Oh yeah, we really put this together. We're really thinking about it, and this is going to be pretty amazing.
I mean, the last time I was with Chris Keller was in wherever we had the Topps conference, Atlanta. This year. I made a joke.
He's eating your nachos.
That's what I was. You remember this? I was passing out the nachos. That one idiot from New York and New Jersey was like ready to fight some old guy, and then we became best friends, and it was great. Chris Keller laughed the whole time.
Shelf breaks, by the way. Chris Keller, for those that don't know.
Great.
Now you're in the know.
Not as good as Filth Bomb, but he's pretty good. Yeah.
Not as good as maybe second to Filth Bomb,
maybe.
But he's getting up there. He's inching up there every day. Gio, what was your first break ever? What product was it?
Oh God! So I used to break with Brew's Breaks. You guys remember Michael Brewer?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I mean, we were a small room, relatively speaking. We did 2 years together, and when I finally broke off, I was just doing sorting and shipping. When I finally broke off, 2017 or 2018 Series 1, and we were doing spots at $9 a random team for half cases, and I was couldn't fill it, terrified, giving stuff away, trying to build a Facebook group.
And so you sorted cards too. Dan claims that he might be the fastest sorter in the world.
Well, I mean,
he's a little bit removed from doing it. He's a little out of
really.
Yeah, but he claims to be the fastest of all.
There was a time that nobody can sort faster than I could, but I definitely have lost a step. I got getting gray up here. It's just one of the father time has finally caught up to me. So I think I'm going to have to bow out. There's probably some youngins out there that can run circles around me.
Oh, you're like Michael Jordan. You just, you went to play baseball for the Barons, and then you can come back and dominate and win another championship, Dan. I wouldn't give up on that.
Maybe a return.
Yeah.
When's the last time you sorted a break, Dan? Like legit had to sit and have you ever do that for fun? I actually still do that once in a while.
No. You know what? I actually find it very therapeutic. I actually like it. I mean, I want to say there might have been Bowman Draft last year. I was sitting around.
Okay.
I didn't really have anything going on, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a case here and go sort it. And I enjoy it. It's not a terrible thing. I mean,
just mindless, like repetitive. I always did.
Now doing it every single day for 8 hours a day, no, not so much. But
sure,
every once in a while, I'll go in there and start slanging some cards into the sorting trays.
Okay. Hey, let me throw this back at you guys because you guys are the actual OG breakers, despite ridiculous social media claims. What did you guys break solo ever before you came together as Mojo? I don't actually know this.
No. We were friends in high school, and we were always just looking for things to, do basically to supplement the income that, living paycheck to paycheck, working sales jobs. And we just kind of rediscovered cards in 2009 together. So
is that when you started breaking? 09?
2010.
2010.
I knew it was old. Dang, that's okay.
We have 40 years together in breaking right now. We have 40 years. We're like at the end of an athlete's career.
Dang.
Of breaking, if we add all three of us together here. So.
What was the first product? Do you remember?
It was 2010 certified or 2010 one of the series 2, Dan?
2010 certified. We also did a 2010 Topps Triple Threads football.
Oh yeah, good grief.
We did 2010 National Treasures football. Remember that?
When you couldn't give it away?
We couldn't give it away. Everybody was going for Tebow and Bradford, and nobody cared about Gronkowski then.
I think we pulled like a dual Reebok logo of Sean Green and Mark Sanchez, and we were just like, this is the coolest card I've ever seen.
Dang. Oh, and it sold for $82, which was amazing back then.
I mean, it probably would sell for more now than it did back then.
Just because of inflation and car. Yeah. Last question. I'll get out of the way. How did you guys do it back then? Like, where were you breaking? YouTube?
YouTube, or actually Blog TV for the live. So it was Blog TV.
Yeah.
And then we would record on YouTube, but it could only let us allow 10 minutes of video. So you're like series, and we were slow back then. It was like 3 hours a break. So a jumbo case would take 12
videos,
30 videos or something like that. It was insanity, and all night to upload. And you hope it didn't pause out because the internet wasn't what it used to be back then. So
and then we
also had no idea of like camera angles. Like we're breaking like awkwardly from the side, and we're just like scrolling through 3,800 base cards. I mean, look, it wasn't always easy, and we didn't have like a million breakers to basically watch and go, okay, we're gonna take that from that place, that from them, that from them. Like it was like we were just learning on the fly. Like we had no pathway of like, oh, this is like kind of a cool way to do it. It was like, we have no idea.
Dang.
A lot of failing.
We still don't, to be honest. I mean, there's still like things where I'm just like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Nice.
So let's change it into Topps Chrome, which is coming out as you guys are listening to this today. And I'm sure everybody and their mom's going to be breaking in and opening boxes. And it's a huge release. You can catch boxes at mojobreakshop.com. What is your best pull from any year of Topps Chrome, Mike?
Oh, God. It's funny. I don't remember. This is pathetic. The only card that stands out to me is 2018. We pulled like a red Shohei non-auto. And even then it was worth a few $100. It's worth stupid money now. But 2018 is the last year I remember pulling good stuff out of Topps Chrome. I don't know why. The last few years have just been a blur. Like last year, I feel like there was a million inserts and different cards. It was an awesome rookie class. But I don't remember. I'm also ignorant. When was Skeens was Topps Chrome update last year, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, because I was like, man, we must have pulled. I remember pulling big Skeens out of that, but I don't. Yeah, it's sad out of Topps Chrome, like some Ellie stuff. But like the only card that really stands out 7 years ago, 2018, Acuna and Ohtani stuff just coming out savage color.
Yep. And that was back when Jumbo had 5 autos, right?
So was it 5 and 3? 5 and 2?
5 and 2. Yep. 5 and 2.
Yeah. You should have started that by saying the suggested street date, because people have been ripping this since Saturday. Like I've been seeing people ripping this like crazy. So Too bad. We can't do that. We did that. It would be bad times. But yeah, like we need to have some type of like checks and balances when it comes to enforcing street dates or don't
get rid of them. Yeah, I was going to say, or just go nuts, like just do your thing. Yeah, I agree. It is annoying because the other thing that's tough is then I've got guys who break 3 days early on whatnot. We're like, oh, well, the A's were 250. They were really good, we thought. But Kurtz doesn't have the RC logo, whatever it is. So they'll adjust pricing by the time it comes out. And it's like, well, I'm sitting there with the pricing I had because I have nothing to base it off anyways. So, yeah, there's a lot of nonsense like that I would love to see rooted out. I just don't know how you do it.
Yeah, I guess the Jacob Wilson Superfracta, is that the auto that was pulled, or the base? The auto. So the auto.
I believe it was the auto.
Yeah, I think so. Again, 5 days before release. That sucks. 4 days, whatever it was. That sucks. Yep.
Well, I think where they blur the lines is that people are ordering on Topps.com too, right? And I, we've done that in the past, but we know we can't blur the lines. But some people are like, well, Topps.com got delivered. That means I can open it whenever I get it, And
sure.
It's and especially these littler operations that are just doing it kind of for fun or on part time, making the money to pay for their cases.
Well, I also think too, like I'm sure you guys are the same time. Like I've had my stuff since Monday morning, and that's late. Yep. Usually I get it Friday. Like I think a lot of these guys are still finding ways to micro distribute and move their cases, and the next guy can break it because there's no consequence. He doesn't have an account anyways.
I think without a doubt that's going on.
Yep.
We got ours in yesterday, I believe, but also didn't have any tracking number and just showed up. So.
Are you guys? Is it the Old Dominion tracking, that useless freight company? The green truck?
You go on our portal and there was just no tracking. It just said, it literally said none.
Yeah, because Eddie's like, 15, 30 minutes, however far he is from you in San Jose?
Yeah.
Dude, nothing. And then he gets a call from a freight company. And they're like, yeah, we have it on a pallet.
Yeah, like, I do got to say, Old Dominion is like one of the worst. Like,
they're terrible.
Yeah.
A good band, but not a good shipping company.
Look at the country. Here we go.
I listen
now, man.
Rest in peace, Ozzy, by the way. Did you hear about that? That's crazy. Breaking
Osborne?
news. Yes.
Yep. Really? He has looked dead for 30 years. It's amazing. Dude, have you ever seen him say the greatest musical moment this country has ever experienced? If you Google it, it's probably 10, 15 years ago, him singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. The dude doesn't know the words. The ball. Even Chicago people who are bombed are like, what is happening?
Was it worse than Roseanne's World Series national anthem?
At least that was quick. Ozzy dragged this thing out, man. That poor guy was up there like an Alzheimer's patient, just mumbling. It was sad, dude.
I gotta watch. I don't think I've seen that. Cody's pointing up, and he's seen it.
Yeah, Cody, it's pretty legit.
Yeah. So we're looking at a 300 card base set, 100 rookie cards, 50 base variations, and 166 rookie autos, which I know there's been a lot of people on Twitter and then X now, social media, complaining about the amount of rookie autos. 52 legend autos, which I like. There's a lot of nice legends in the set. But what do you think? 166 rookie autos. What is your criticism of what people are saying about the amount on social media?
Yeah, brutal. You cut hobby down to 1 instead of 2 autos, and I have 160. I mean, because of that, like there's probably 8 to 10 elite rookies. There's probably another 10 to 20 solid hits. Yeah, brutal. That's way, way too many. I feel the same way about the inserts. Way too many of the. Like, you can't have 47 SPs. None of them are SPs. They're just 1 per case. If there's 8 inserts and they're all 1 every 8 cases, so I'm getting 1 a case, I just think I think Topps Chrome is one that they do too much with. Too many names, too many inserts. Like, just simplify it down a little bit. But I just don't. We're not going backwards like that ever, sadly.
No, and I think it's a supply and demand issue, right? They have to make more, and this is one of the ways to increase production for it.
Because let me ask you this, Doug. If they said to you right now, we can give you, I don't know how much. I know you guys are huge. You can get an extra 50 cases at allocation. Would you turn that down right now?
No.
Exactly.
No, we take it.
Yep. Yeah. Like we got a pretty good number. I know we're not allowed to say it anymore. We got a note from Fanatics. I got in trouble last time. We have a pretty good account. We get a good number. If they offered us double at allocation price, we'd take it. Every breaker you talk to would take it. So it's like
I talk about our allocation all the time, and they haven't sent us anything. I guess that just means they don't listen.
I started getting real specific and running my mouth like an idiot. But I just mean everybody I know. If you said, hey, even though the price is $300 and that's probably a little high, would you still take it at X? Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like if the market wants it, how do you make less?
Right. And then you got, sure Sapphire is going to be around the corner as well. So, and then update. So there's a lot of, production being made. I mean, what do you say to the guys that say, well, Cal Raleigh wasn't known when he came out, or, is there somebody in here that's like a diamond in the rough besides Jacob Wilson? We have like some underrated guys coming up in the show, but is there a guy that kind of sticks out at you early, or what do you think?
So I actually had my checklist up earlier, and I'm stupid, so I closed it. There's a few rookies. I got not exactly unknown. Like Brooks Lee from Minnesota has come way, way down, underperformed, had a little bit of injury. I think Brooks Lee is still a very good player. Even like Kobe Mayo, again, he's probably a top 10, top 15 seller. I just think he's super cheap because he hasn't performed that well yet. I do like him. I tell you, if you're going to take like a crazy flyer on somebody and there's no useful justification, he hasn't done anything to deserve it, but the Tigers seem to just be pumping out like unbelievable. Like that whole team is homegrown. They're awesome. Like Jace Young and Justin Henry Malloy, like both have potential to have decent bats and are dirt cheap. So like, am I expecting there to be another Cal Raleigh? No, but I mean, nobody expected Cal Raleigh to be anything. So I think there's still, but again, there's 85,000 names. Too many names, but if you're into playing the game of like, hey, I'm going to hold some long term, cool, then get them cheap and do that.
Yeah, some of the notes we have, Reese Hines, I know he's had an start.
So, real quick, fun story. Reese Hines was a 2019 kid who came up, kept getting hurt. I've seen him play down here a number of times, AA ball, and I think he's been promoted. That is another kid. If you told me he hit 30 home runs in a major league season, no shock at all. That kid has a savage bat.
Yeah, I know. I had to ask Cody. I'm like, are you sure he's a rookie? Because that 2019 is like 6 years ago, right? So
he's older than us. Yeah. He was breaking before you in 2010. That dude's like 46, but he could be legit. Yep.
Well, you probably remember Taijuan Walker. Remember he was like a prospect for about like 19 years.
Yep.
And then he finally got his debut. I'm like, dude, this guy, we've been breaking forever, and this guy's just now a rookie. Like, what's going on? So I feel like that way a little bit with Reese Hines. We also have Isaac Collins from Milwaukee. Late blooming rookie. He is 28 years old, so he's a little on the older side, but got a powerful bat. Nick York is another guy
from Boston. Got moved a couple years ago. Who is he with now?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, it is Pittsburgh. Okay, yeah, I thought he got traded in that. I thought he got traded in the Priester trade. Dude, we were crazy high on Nick York in 2020 draft. Like awesome, legit. Same thing. Got hurt in winter ball or spring ball the following year and just never fully rehabbed. And they kept rushing him back like idiots. Yeah, again, if you told me, hey, and he's probably 25, 26, something like that.
So
he's only 20. Okay, so he was drafted out of high school.
And he went to Midi over here in San Jose. So local kid to us. So
invest, yes. Yeah, I mean, Nick York, though, was tearing up the Red Sox minor league system for, like I said, 2020, 2021.
And I think to give some people some clarity on breaks, I like Chandler Simpson only because the Rays are always cheap.
Yep.
And he's one of the fastest guys in baseball. He's batting 357 games, stole 104 bases last year across AA and A+ ball. So, a guy that you might be able to jump in on a break and get the Rays for cheap because they don't have a lot of other star power around them. So, a good note to guys that are looking at getting in breaks and see what the Rays are priced at.
Him and Wander, you still want to invest heavy there. Wander Franco, excellent. Yep.
You ever have any of those Wander Franco top sets? Like, I think we had them way after. I think
we still got some kicking around in the shop.
Yeah, and it's like not all Wander Franco. There's good autos in there too. And unfortunately, he's on the cover of it, so people are staying away.
They do good at the middle schools, though. Oh,
yeah. Too far. I mean, if there's ever a chance for Chris Hansen to come back, you could do a Chris Hansen Wander Franco.
Full circle here. Yep. Oh God.
So let's show these logo mans here, Cody. The logo mans that everybody's talking about. They have duels they just announced today. I mean, what do we think of these in the grand scheme of like debut patches? Are we thinking these are $100,000 cards in terms of the Ohtani and the Judge? What's your thoughts, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, so I'll be honest, like this is one I don't mind. It's a one of one in one product. Now, granted, we do the logo man or the debut patch rather an update, but it's a gold logo man, so it's not even just a regular. It stands out. If they don't do this in any other product, fantastic. Topps Chrome is a good enough standalone product to have something crazy like that. And yeah, that and their game worn, like that Judge Ohtani, $250. I don't even know. Like you can Ohtani Judge, you can just make up prices. I think it's pretty cool. I'm against a lot of the new gimmicky stuff. This one I actually like.
I like it too, and it's game worn, representing. If for you at home, if you're new to Topps Chrome, it's representing their MVP seasons, so they get to wear the gold on the back of their jersey all year. I think it's awesome. I mean, do we think the Shohei Judge will outsell a single Ohtani Judge? What do you think, Dan?
Actually, I'm wondering if these are going to be redemptions, like a lot of the debut patches were, because these are going to be substantially thick cards in a set that doesn't have really any thick cards in it. So I wonder if these are going to be redemptions. What was the question about value?
Do you think that the duel of Ohtani and Judge will outsell the single Ohtani Judges that are in the set?
No.
Interesting.
No.
Really?
The duels are one of those things where, like, in theory, you're just like, this is a great idea, but you also alienate people who are just Ohtani collectors. They're like, why am I going to pay more to have Judge on there? I only collect Ohtani, and vice versa with Aaron Judge. I only collect Aaron Judge. It's great that Ohtani's on there, but I don't want to pay a premium to have Ohtani on there. I'd rather just have Judge. So
isn't that crazy? Aaron Judge is pulling that value down. Isn't that wild? Aaron Judge is pulling down the value of a card. Because I think you're right, Dan. Like, if you're an Ohtani guy, you are paying less because Judge is on there. That's freaking wild.
See, and I think the opposite. I think the hype train and the hype beast culture that we have now, it wants two on the same card. That's what I think. They don't care about the personal collecting.
What did you call it? The hype beast?
Hype beast, yeah.
Hype beast, man.
Hype beast.
What the hell is that?
Like the guys that go and sell cards to the Commanders owners, like those kind of guys, like that's the hype beasts.
You didn't like that sale?
Okay.
What's that?
You didn't like that sale?
If I had the card, I would have loved the sale for sure. But I think, we've seen some crazy trends. I've heard that a Justin Jefferson sold 101 sold 3 months ago, actually courtesy of your forum, for $7,000, and then 3 months later it sold for $55,000, and he hasn't even played another snap.
That's legit. Yep, that's legit.
So you know what I mean? It's like that's a hype card. That heading in, like maybe I'll run into the people are now going like maybe I'll run into the Vikings owner.
So we're tying that extreme increase in value to the one transaction of Daniels at the Fanatics Fest that was completely authentic. I'm assuming organic, and there's no doubt that like there was anybody that was pulling strings, and I'm surprised they even got it on camera. To be honest with you, I can't believe people had their phones out. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yep. One moment changes it all. One moment changes the whole scope of the trends. So,
yep. I like when the kid hesitated to. It was like 500. I don't know. I'm like, what? Yeah. Okay.
I would have passed out, and they'd be like, "Did you say yes?" It's like, "Oh no, I passed out because I wasn't sure if that number struck me to the ground."
Yeah,
that amount of money.
I liked it. I do like these though. I don't care. Like I think they're awesome. And they're so much less hyped than the debut patch autos, which is kind of a good thing because, like, Update got stupid expensive because people are chasing those, and you're going to get murdered. With these, I don't mind. Like, I like having, like, the Willy Wonka golden ticket chasing a product.
Yeah, I mean, are we going to get that thing? Like, so when the Ohtani's pulled, or say, like, let's just say, like, in 2 weeks, all three of these are pulled. The
product's dead.
Are we going to get that? Are we going to get that people are like, I'm not, I'd buy the Dodgers in your break, but that card's pulled, so I'm not buying it now.
You will, and that said person wasn't going to hit that card anyway. But I mean, yeah, you always get that. It is what it is. I mean, how many are these? All just 101s? Is it?
Yep, it's like Ohtani, all the winners.
Yeah, so it's the 2 Rookie of the Years, the 2 Cy Youngs, and the 2 MVPs.
Correct.
Yeah, I think that's it, right? So 12 cards.
No. There is no AL. Yeah. There's nothing for the AL Rookie of the Year, correct?
I was going to chime in, guys. Yeah, Luis Gil of the Yankees has not played a game this year.
So. That is Luis Gil. Gil.
It's not Gil.
No, it's Gil. It has a G in there.
Dude, what a plague! What a plague that guy was in 2022. His rookies coming out he was 2022 rookie in card product. He wins the 2024 Rookie of the Year, and everybody had already burned their cards. Yeah, he was a weirdo.
And then now we can't even get a dang gold logo man of him. What's he? I'm assuming hurt Tommy John type scenario.
I believe Tommy John. Yeah,
got it. Also, this interesting Ichiro announcement yesterday. We've got a slide for that. That it's going to take, and we'll pop that on the screen here. So I guess they're doing Legacy Chrome, which in 2025 you can chase the blue. In 2026, you got the greens to 99. This is an Ichiro card. So in order to collect, if you're a big Ichiro super collector, you're going to have to wait 6 years. I have a photo of all three of us, actually, what we're going to look in 2031, waiting for these cards. There we are. So, so
Dan looks like my dad a little bit there.
Yeah.
Doug just stole that box from some kid on the street.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sheesh. And then there's just a pervert in the middle.
That means 2031 when we're chasing the superfractor. I mean, we'll see.
By the way, why? I don't understand. First of all, I think it's stupid to space it out 6 years. And what is the Ichiro? I know Ichiro was great. You ever have you guys have a shop? You guys are in the hobby as much as anybody. You ever have anybody just come to your table or your shop or your show clamoring for Ichiro?
Just
if it was like Griffey. Always Cody at Ichiro. Maybe this is Cody inspired.
I love Ichiro.
Really?
He's the best.
Did you say churro or Ichiro?
Ichiro. I mean, I do love
Ichiro does have a huge international market. I do believe if you go back 5-6 years when if Ichiro started having more autographs and put into products, in modern products, then I there was a little bit more, hype behind it. But now we've seen, Ichiro's been in everything, every single release, he's in everything. I don't know if this is the first player that I would pick to run this out with, but I feel like it's a little gimmicky, and this industry it's strong with the ADHD, and I don't think people are going to be able to focus for 7 years to try to build a rainbow.
Got to be the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, to provide some clarity, what it is it won't just be Ichiro. They just use him as an example, but it'll be Wagner, Ichiro, and CC Sabathia. And the idea is that by 2031, that'll be what? There will be 7 different Hall of Fame classes to chase with the one-of-one Ichiro, Wagner, and Sabathia in the 2031. So, whatever the 2031 class, whoever that might be.
So every year you'll have the new class. So you'll have a blue to chase every year.
Exactly.
Even then, I guess my thinking is, why don't you wait till there's I don't know. It's just weird. Again, even Billy Wagner. You ever met a Billy Wagner fan in the card world? Or CC Sabathia?
No.
I just think it's strange. If you want to do a one-off every year, have this, cool.
Yeah, and have the whole set that year, right?
Yeah, why do we have to wait 6 years for a freaking Ichiro card?
And we're putting faith in the distribution service to make sure that they hold on. I'm assuming they're going to print them every year. They're not printing them ahead of time, but
sure,
you know what I mean. Make sure that they get into products. And then with the 101, is it going to be in hobby? Is it going to be in jumbo? Is it going to be in breaker? I mean, I'm sure they'll put it on the odds. Which leads me to the next question. So we have 3 different sets for. We have blasters and stuff as well, but we have the hobby with 1 auto. We have the breaker delight with 2 autos. And then we have the jumbo with 3 autos. My question to you guys is, if you were joining a break, if you were going to buy a team in a break, which set between the breaker delight, the jumbo, and the hobby is going to be most desirable for you guys?
I'll start. I'm probably going to go, and I'm a breaker too, so I should really go heavy into the breaker delight skew, but I'm not. I think jumbo will probably be something that I would gravitate towards, because you're going to get your base, you're going to get your parallels, rookies, stuff like that, inserts, and you're going to get a lot of it in jumbo. So I would probably actually go jumbo. And with breaker delight, there's a lot of times that I've really liked the format and I've really liked the potential value you can get out of that skew, but there's also times that I it fell short of what the price point was. So I would probably go jumbo, hobby, delight. And just because I'm going delight third, it's because it's just the uncertainty of what type of value you're going to get out of it.
Hey, so I am curious, Cody or one of you guys may even know. I know hobby's 300, jumbo's 550. What is delight coming out at? 600?
I think we have it on the slide here for what we're selling at $5.99. Yeah, so 600. What do we have jumbo at? $5.49. So I think Delight's more, or no, $5.64. So
okay, so 300, $5.65, $600. Yeah, to Dan's point, I think jumbo is, even though it sounds crazy to say, I think it's actually the safest. You get the odds are pretty good on it, and you get a ton of stuff. And in a product that's super heavy with inserts, a large rookie class, you're chasing color in the insert. So the SPs, I think that's the safest play. I like the upside with Delight. I think Delight gets weird every year. It just seems like, even though they don't say it, I just feel like that's been by far the most colorful, also the most expensive. Like $600 and you get 10 cards, or 12 cards, I guess, this year.
Well, $600 and you're getting one less auto.
Yeah,
right. One less auto, but more color and more. So I like the
potentially more color.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think for me, I remember in prior years, the Legends autos were only available in the Delight, which I don't know where that lands.
I think they're everyone this year, right?
Is it everything? Okay, good. So that's good. I mean, I think I would probably lead to jumbo. Also, to peel back the curtain a little bit, I think we got the least. As far as what we got, was jumbo was the least out of the three.
That's funny. I got the least hobby.
Interesting. Yeah, we didn't get that much hobby either, to be honest.
Yeah, we got no hobby, a little bit more jumbo. We got a ton of Delight. So I think Delight is by far the best. Yeah, nothing but Delight. Yeah.
I mean, I do think the hobby and jumbo SKUs, I think they're trying to pivot and have the stores, the brick and mortars, get a majority of those SKUs.
Makes sense.
And breakers obviously get the Delight version.
Sure. I'm good with that, by the way. Yeah.
I get it from a logistics standpoint. I mean, if we're running a breaker operation, obviously it's going to be a lot easier to sort 12 cards than, whatever comes in a jumbo box, 800 cards, 600 cards, something like that.
Yeah.
So I get it.
You guys can be the decision makers, the ones that are listening. I mean, you can also use code BREAKDOWN1 on mojobreak.com for $25 off any team over 100. So it's a 25% off. If you find a team right at $100, that's 25% off. So that's a pretty good deal. Only 25 total uses, guys. So you make sure you use that thing and get into
or don't. I didn't approve of that. I didn't approve of that. Or don't use it.
I'm trying to pay some bills around here. Trying to pay some bills around here.
You can also use the code TickleMeElmo at SCN Breaks, and you'll get a picture of Jesse's feet. So there you go. Also, there's no limit on that. So
we also had, speaking of Jesse, me and Dan had a conversation. I think Dan is a Geo guy, and he has
100%. I'm Team Geo.
On what? Just in general?
It's just in general.
He's picking you. If you guys are both hanging off a cliff, well, he's gonna hold on to you.
Well,
not to be rude. Yeah, I don't. Okay.
I mean, I
didn't mean to go down.
I've been hitting the gym. I've been working out, but I don't know if I want to. I don't know if you want me being that guy that's going to be pulling you off a cliff.
I think it stems back from the Ryan Seacrest moment. Not Ryan Seacrest. The podcast we did over at Fanatics Fest the first time when you were sick.
Oh yeah,
I'm laid up in the emergency room. He was over there with you and Bobby Bones. Yeah,
Bobby Bones.
I'm sitting there hanging out, doing my thing, slapping backs, pressing the flesh.
Sure.
And Jesse comes up and is talking to Doug, and then Doug goes off and does the podcast, and I'm all, "What's up, Jesse?" Like he's like, "I was going to ask you." He's like, "But you're busy." I'm all, "Dude." You're not my favorite anymore. Like,
he's smug. I've said that for a long time. Yeah.
And we have this beef going on now too, because then we did a podcast. Me and Cody did a podcast with Jesse, and he made a song about how Dan wasn't on the podcast. So, I mean,
was it an AI song?
It might have been. It probably
pretty sure it was.
Pretty sure it was.
Yeah, that pervert made those for our trip to Michigan, and it was bad. Yeah, he's an AI fan.
Yep. It was like a country, and Dan's not here.
Yep.
Something like that. It was great in the moment. I thought it was amazing. And so we've got this kind of Tupac Biggie thing going on with Dan and Jesse here. So I don't know what's going to end it off,
I'm a Tupac.
Yeah. Everybody ends up dead. It's all good. Yep, perfect. Biggie Tupac. There you go.
We're waiting for our they not like us moment, right? So then whoever wins with that diss track. So,
Perfect.
Yeah. So, Topps Chrome, guys, check it out. I'm sure there's going to be everybody on your feed talking about it. I'm sure if you go on Fanatics Live, there'll be about 75 breakers breaking in on Wednesday, maybe 80, maybe 90. I don't know. I'm just being, modest on the number. A lot of options for you guys. That's why I say look for the Rays. Obviously, if you're going for the biggest punch, the Dodgers are the team to get, but you're going to be paying for them. Same thing with the Yankees. I'm going to try to grab my Giants. They don't really have anybody besides Bonds to chase, and it's 1 in 25,000 packs, Cody, for the Bonds, the numbered Bonds card.
Just about that, yeah. It's odds are real tough on. It's Bonds, also Jim Thome and Jose Cruz Sr. as part of that set.
Oh,
perfect! What a trio!
Oh, Jose Cruz Sr. Okay,
he wore 25, so it's the guys that wore 25. They needed a third one, so I think by
I didn't know there was a senior. I remember junior for the Blue Jays back in the day.
Too. Yeah,
1 in 28,354 for those ones. Yeah, famous Astro has his number retired with the Houston Astros. Jose Cruz Sr.
All right.
Wow, bringing the knowledge.
Yeah, 28,000 packs. So you're saying there's a chance there for me to get that card if I get the Giants, right? Slight chance, 28,000. So insert-wise, which inserts you guys like? I mean, I've been trying to find all of them. There's a lot of them this year. Is there one that sticks out in your mind for one of these new inserts that looks great?
I don't like any of them. I think the expose looks dumb. The home field advantage thing is such a ripoff of the downtown. I have trouble with it.
Yep.
Lightning leaders, the power players. I will say the only thing I like the gold ones. They're basically, I don't even know what they're called. They're just a gold variation of
the number
to
24 of the.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, I like those. That's it. And there's 10 of them. So, yeah, I like those. I think the rest of them are kind of a little too gimmicky for me.
I like the Murakami to 3. I think that's the one. It's going to be another hard odd.
Those are going to sell like crazy. That's a Japanese artist, right?
They're numbered to 3, right? That's going to be. I mean, that's going to be a ridiculous chase. But I also think Topps is like trying to figure out. They're throwing a lot of things against the wall and trying to see what sticks when it comes to inserts. And I think when they keep on making so many, like a lot of them that may be decent get kind of like lost in the shuffle because there's just so many.
Yep.
So, but at some point, like they're going to crack the code. They're going to figure out like Panini did. I mean, Panini did a lot of inserts that didn't work. And then they landed on, Downtown and Kaboom and, Color Blast, and all those have been kind of the staple. I think Topps is still trying to figure out what is their staple inserts that they can basically do when they have the license for baseball and football that they can basically push out through all the categories.
Question for you guys. Do you think some of these players, the Murakami number to 3, will sell for more than the Superfractor?
Maybe like that Ohtani. He has a huge international market anyways. The art is supposed to be like unbelievably famous and sought after. So yeah, maybe the first one or two that hit the market. I could see that. That'll
be interesting for sure. Last little topic I wanted to talk about, the guy that I apparently created breaking from Filth Bomb went off on a tirade on X, and him and Mike Marr, one of his breakers, have really been puffing their chest out. And I didn't know today that he was the first breaker. He put this out yesterday that he was the first one to show his face, first one to show multiple camera angles, first one to make it exciting. Goal, he transcended the breaking space, and he can confidently say that he did. And I mean, I know they've been around for a while. They got a big following, and they're on the ad for Fanatics Live. So props to the grind and the hustle. But I think we have to rewrite the history books, Dan. I guess we didn't use face cam until after 2018 or something. So
I didn't, and I didn't want to use face cam for a long time, but
you were a proponent against it.
Yeah, I it's about the cards and the content. It's not about my face, but I lost that battle because now it's all about the face cam. So I don't know. I mean, how long have they been doing it? 2018, 2019?
I don't know if they were breaking somewhere else before because I wasn't in the know, but the first break on YouTube was in 2019. So maybe they were before that on some other platform because I know we were using like Ustream back in like 2014 or something like that. So, I mean, there could have been another platform, but as far as I know, 2018, 2019, I think.
I think Steven, met those guys a little bit. They're fine. That tweet feels like he needs somebody to call him up, send him a tweet or send him like a text or something and saying, "Hey man, you've done some great things."
Yeah.
Attaboy. You too can do hard things. And that's a quote from Miss Rachel.
Now, do you think this is like click farming, right? We're actually giving him probably what he wants on this regard. But I think topics like these do create views. So I said, hey, let's talk about this. We have 40 years of breaking experience in this room right now. So
I think him and his partner are absolute pukes as breakers in social media. I do. Like, here's the thing. They outsell me 1,000,000,000 to 1. Like, we're like a 3-4 guy operation. You're like one of the biggest names in the space. You've been around for a while, a lot longer than most, but not the longest. First, to make it exciting. Dude, we were literally going crazy calling other people on their live break streams and interacting with them and making fun of them and like calling them out and doing crazy pranks back in the day before these idiots were out of high school. I think they're good at what they do. I don't understand the social media flex. Like Mike the other day, and again, I don't know either one of them, so I'm not making none of these are personal comments, but I think they're both vomits professionally. I just like he says, Dynasty's the best ROI. For you, the breaker, sure. For the customer, I just pulled a Frank Thomas. It sells for $191, and the box cost me $2,200 on your site. Just be the biggest breaker on Fanatics Live and be content and shut up. I don't understand. First, to make it exciting, I've been in your room. You guys yell a lot, and you tell me how great this repack is when your buddies are bidding stuff up for you, and you use these ridiculous comps. I don't know what like good. You sell a ton. Just say we're the biggest breaker. Fine, you want to make some ridiculous claim, but this stuff. First, to show your face. I've seen his face. He's a dumb looking kid, and he's got a winter hat. Stop showing your face. Like, I don't know what that even means. Millions of us were using 2 cameras back in the day. It's just, but maybe if it's click farming, good for you. You win. But if not, I'm like, you're great at what you do. You have a huge following. You don't have to also be a donkey. Right. I don't understand it. So there you go. That's my 3 insult limit.
Yeah, you figure he would try to just do the complete opposite and just go, okay, I'm successful. I'm just going to slide under the radar. And the less people that criticize me, as long as I'm selling out breaks, isn't that what matters? I mean, I don't know. It comes off as, again, like he needs an attaboy. Like, hey man, like get round of applause. Like you're killing it, bro.
Yeah, like I told you guys earlier.
There was another one where he said it was a weird flex too. He's like, I was grinding. He's like, I missed my grandfather's funeral because I was basically, breaking and I was doing 24-hour streams. And I'm like, that isn't the flex I think you think it is. Like,
and your grandfather didn't know you weren't there anyways. Who cares?
Yeah.
Dude, again, like if you want to say, hey, we were the first to do the big production thing, I actually will give them credit. They were, when I first saw them on Facebook years ago, I do actually think their production value, they built out a legit studio before, and you guys may have had it. I wasn't with you guys. I didn't know anything about you guys or a lot of others back then. Maybe, like if you want to say that's your claim, no, dude, there was a clear difference between them and myself and a lot of other breakers. They were way ahead of their time there. No problem. But again, you take like a fact and then you make it like you add all this extra crap to it. It's like, well, now I just think you're a donkey. I don't even want to insult you, but now I will because you're trying so hard to flex and be this awesome. We were the greatest, the first. Same way when you're like, our repacks are the best. Look at this comp. We just hit this, but repacks are a scam, right? Show the other 29 cards. The other people got their teeth kicked in. Like, again, you sell out. I'm not criticizing it. But don't make these stupid claims.
I mean, I think my wife's lasagnas are the best in the world, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of other people that can like put it up against their wives or their mom's lasagna, right? So it's like, yeah, it's like you don't just just keep, I don't know, I don't get it. I mean,
it's a weird flex.
15 years, I don't need an attaboy. I just love the hobby and I love getting in.
Attaboy, Doug. Attaboy.
And maybe we need to get more involved in controversy, Dan. Maybe we need to take another approach like that. And just bring
cage matches. Cage matches amongst the duos. That's what settles us.
I just don't have the strength. But
I just don't get it.
Let's
again, who cares about? That's what my point is. Like, what is that doing for your business? I know they say like no attention is bad attention. Like no press is bad press. Really? For like a bunch of people in the hobby who have a pretty established record here, thinking you're a dummy, it doesn't seem like a win to me. Like I know you can go back into your room and parade now, but I don't get it. But
they might be taking that backyard approach where they're just like, well, if people are talking about us, regardless if it's good or bad, they're still talking about us. So
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, that isn't the way I want to run my business. I don't think that's the way Doug wants to run his business, and Gio, I don't think that's the way you want to run your business, but to each his own, I guess. I mean,
I'm thinking about it, but I don't know if I have time to reply. That's the problem. You got to be on it, right? So if you want to get those negative replies, then you got to be able to have the time to go on there and reply back. Because that's
how do you start that though? You just go on Twitter and go, nobody rips backs as well as I do.
That's it.
I'm the home of the 101. Remember, there was a breaker that was like the home of the 101 back in the day?
Oh yeah, no, that was a thing. I mean, their whole. I remember the Breaker Pavilion. Their whole banner, their whole marketing was like the home of the 101, and I'm like, oh well, what are we all doing? What are we all doing here? Because obviously this dude's figured it out. He's got the cheat code. He pulls all the 101s. Let's pack up our stuff and go home.
Yeah. Honestly, Dan, too, you made a good point. Like maybe they're trying to do the backyard, like be the loud, boisterous. The difference is, I think backyard, like actually, to their credit, they just are true to that like shtick where they're just a loud, outgoing. But I never once have those guys preaching me about the legitimacy of like, hey, just a breakdown. Here's the 10 guys we targeted 6 years ago. Like I see these prospect lists that those guys share, or like, hey, the ROI on Dynasty, or hey, we were the first. Like, if you want to do the shtick thing, I get it. I don't get the guys who are like going to be outlandish, but also want to mix in like, well, seriously, we are the best. Like, I'm 8.5 feet tall. That dude's my height, by the way. But also, I want you to take me serious. Again, you're wildly successful. Why do you need to do this? And by the way, just because anybody I insult, if they ever want to come on the pod, like, come on and defend yourself. I'll eviscerate you live there too. No problem. But I do have a problem with that type of stupid crap, especially when they are, to Doug's point, they're touted and they're celebrated by Fanatics Live, which they should. They sell a ton. They're making a ton of money. I think they're, 1, 2, 3 on the app, wherever. They're massive, right? But if that's the first thing people see, I also run in a circle of adults. Like I'm 40 years old. Like my friends who will see that be like, okay, ROI. They'll hear that though. They'll be like, well, let me actually take a look into it. Oh, you lied about that. That's not going to bring them in the hobby. So you're going to get people to a degree, but I think the most people with a brain are like, all right, let me actually break this down and think for a minute. And they realize, oh, that's kind of bullcrap, and they'll pull back. That's why I just think just be authentic and be like, hey, this product stinks. You can say a product is those are another group of guys too. Never say anything bad about a product ever. Every product is amazing. Everyone. What? Like that's not true. So I don't know.
And it gets tricky. I mean, we don't do repacks at the scale of them, and we used to do a lot more than we do now. We just have a lot more product to sell. But it's like if you put it out there that this is the best and you can't lose, you're going to open yourself up to people that dig through it and find. Because I mean, you can find anything you want to find about a product. Well, you put this guy in there, right? So it's like, just put it out there. You buy it or you don't. You can advertise it. Don't say like, I'm guaranteeing you this is the best in the industry. And then somebody gets, I don't know, like a fifth year Jose Canseco. I'm just using it as an example.
Sure.
Like, somebody gets a $20 card and they're like, hey, I thought this was the best. Like, why did I spend $500 and I got a $20 card? Which is inevitably going to happen in anybody's repack. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Somebody's going to lose.
It's an absolute risk. I mean, I see a lot of those like terms that are thrown around where like you can't lose or join our repacks and you're going to get paid. Like we're making people rich. Like these are all phrases that I could never utter into our like community. Cause I'm like, well, that's just a blatant lie. Like I have too much respect for the people who support our brand to basically just blatantly lie to them about something that I'm trying to shill to them.
Maybe, Dan, that's why we're not first on the app, man. If you want to be first on the app,
if you're not
you guys got some growing to do. The other thing too, I actually think you could do all the loud, obnoxious. I say obnoxious. People love it, but then mix in some seriousness too. Like if you did all the same antics and were loud, but then by the way, there's a $10 break tonight. 3 are clear winners. 2 guys break even. 5 guys are going to get kicked in the teeth. I think you would sell just as much, if not more. Because I think you get all the guys with the loud antics and then the other guys being like, okay, so 5 of us are going to get kicked in the teeth? Yeah, I can news for you. Most people are chasing and gambling in the hobby. They don't care. Yeah. But if you tell them straight like that too, I actually think you can combine both. I just don't know that we'll ever see it.
And I think we can have a whole other show on repacks, but I want to leave us with this on repacks, and maybe we can revisit this on Breakdown 2 that's going to be coming out next week, is your thoughts on repacks about having a checklist, a complete checklist. I know it's a very big controversy amongst repackers to have a checklist.
Yeah, I mean, so we do, I don't know if you can see it, that magnetic box behind me, it's literally the size of a shoebox. It's a reusable magnetic box. We use 10 or 12 packs and whatever it is. If we do more than one in a night, let's say we're doing a 5-case run, I'll just say, hey, here's the 5 chase cards. Every one of these cards is coming out tonight. I don't ever almost never do I put a full checklist though. The only time I do is if I'm doing 1 case, 10 cards hit draft ahead of time on social. Hey, here's the 10 cards. Yeah, this Ohtani's worth $100 as base rookie, and here's a $500 Trout. A lot of times I'll do that. My problem though is guys do a 60 case run or a 100 case run, and somehow every time the Ohtani 1-of-1 unbelievable auto chase product hit comes out the second to last case when everything's sold out. Pretty like it's just good timing. Obviously, I mean, no, there's nothing nefarious there. People aren't doing that to continue to pump their numbers. I'm sure that drives me nuts. So I don't care if there's a full checklist, but then just do the whole. Like if I've sold out 10 cases, put all 10 on the screen at once. We're going to randomize. Doug has the Pirates in case number 1. You don't even know what case 1 is yet, but they're all on the screen. Here's your random. Okay, label the cases 1 through 10. Go. That is the simplest thing. We've done that for years. I don't know why you can't just have some transparency. And that's why people hate repacks. But again, repacks I am so wrong about because so many people do it. It's wild. So I know I'm in the minority. I think that could be improved.
And we're with you because the way we run our repacks is we'll make 20 cases, but we'll number the cases and we do a fixed price. So we'll do the random for teams. Everybody pays the same amount. They get a team, and then we random between the remaining cases.
Yep. So every card's coming out that night, though. Every chase is coming out at some point that night.
Well, for us, our chases may come out in the first 5 cases, and we have 15 left because we're doing it that way. We feel more comfortable doing it that way.
Sure.
But when you try to sell it on live, you're going against these auctions, and nobody's going to pay fixed price prices. They're not going to sit there and wait for the random teams to fill up. They want that action. So it's like, how do you blur the lines of transparency with that when you want to run one after another after another? It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough
I don't think anybody's doing stated like case runs like you guys are talking about and how we've done it in the past. Like I'm getting vibes that they're making this stuff as they go.
Correct.
Like,
100%.
So I mean, I don't think you can come out with a full checklist if you're doing it because again, like we joke about it with like the Gold's batter silhouette Ohtani card. Like if that gets hit, like people are gonna be like the product's dead. Well, if it's a repack product and there's only 20 boxes and you hit the chase card out of the gate, then people do have a valid point saying, I don't want to buy this because the chase card is gone. Sure. So I think you can come out with a hybrid version of it, maybe not a full checklist, but a pretty substantial sell sheet that basically
maybe list all the players that are in it. You know,
that maybe highlights the players, maybe highlights 10 to 20 of the cards that are in the run, and then go from there. That way you kind of protect yourself a little bit as a seller that like, hey, if one of the top sell sheet cards get hit, there's 9 to 15 more that you can also potentially get as well, depending on how big your run's going to be.
But here's my biggest problem too. When you do that live, because the other thing these guys will do, not even Filth Punch, a lot of people now, they'll spin and there'll be 8 teams left over. Big teams left. Well, how do you know what's good and what's not? Like, right. So the Marlins usually suck, but if it's $100 a spot and you've put a $500 Ichiro patch auto for the Marlins, are you also saying big teams left when like, that's what I mean. If you know the cards, like, I guess I just love to see, like, when they're saying, hey, there's big teams left, chaser teams left because the Dodgers and Angels are there. Well, is there actually a good Dodger and Angel card in the mix? Like, people are going to chase those teams no matter what. But when you know, it just takes away. Whereas if you're doing a 10-case run all at once, hey, everything sells out before we rip any, so I'm protected from the chaser getting hit. Then I could say, hey, there is a $1,000 Trout in one of these 5 cases. Angel's still on the board. Okay, because I'm all about upselling. Like I understand too, there's a sales balance.
Yeah,
I just think there's a lot of liberties that get taken and people get taken advantage of.
Yeah, and I think they're allowing people to do PYTs of repacks now too, which is just like a whole other.
Again, how do you do that? How do I unless you're doing it? So we've done that one time, 5 cases all at once. We made sure we put a card with every. It was only 30 cards a case, so every team got 1 card. And then what we did is we literally just sat down with the stack. Okay, the Marlins have these 5 cards. What's the average? Now, granted, one was a $200 Bo Bichette. The other was like a $40 Vlad. I'm okay doing it that way if you average it. But again, you have to sell them all at once because what if I hit the $200 Bo Bichette? Blue Jays are $60, but somebody hits that in the first case. How do I then sell them for 60 the next 4 cases, knowing there's not a card worth more than $30?
Or better yet, there's only one Blue Jay in the whole thing. Yeah, and it hits in the first case, and now you're selling them for 9 other cases without any chance. It's like
garbage.
That's the hard part for me. I think some guys have mixed in product, which is fine. I think that helps.
I like that.
Gets people to get cards. I think I've seen We the Hobby doing it that way, and that might be the way to do it. But yeah, I mean, we could definitely have a full show on just what's going on in the repack world between Whatnot, Fanatics Live, and everybody else out there. But I think we're going on 55 minutes, and we gotta go break some stuff and prepare for Topps Chrome tomorrow, and get ready for the National, which is just around the corner next week. So
hey, we got that space by the way in the VIP, the Ludex Lounge now, so you guys are welcome the whole time in. There's going to be a ton of athletes in and out. The Barstool guys apparently are going to be there. So yeah, as much as you guys want to come and hang and get content, dude, please feel free.
We'll be there for sure. And you guys are going to be breaking on Fanatics Live on Topps Chrome tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep. I'm live almost all day. I may do a little bit on eBay Live too, but almost all Fanatics Live. Yep.
And you guys already know them, but Sports Card Nonsense also have a Cut the Nonsense podcast, which is great. You guys are on what, like episode 6 or 7 now?
Yeah, 7, I think. Yep. Yeah, it's a struggle. YouTube, dude, you guys, I don't know how you guys do the video. It's so much more difficult. Oh, hats off to you.
We appreciate it. When we look forward to running more of these shows, and we're going to integrate more breakers in, guys, and have some conversations about product and breaking in general around this hobby. We appreciate you guys listening in. Follow us at MojoBreak_com on Instagram. Follow Mike. You know where to find him. Probably the best forum on Facebook too, Sports Card Nonsense Forum, where I get a lot of my info. So make sure if you're not already on there, join that. And we'll see you guys on the next episode of The Breakdown. Peace.